Okay. And in 3, 2, 1.
I'm Mark.
And I'm Jerry.
And we are
the Military Collectibles Shop. You should know that by now, but we're going to keep saying it. So welcome to another edition of What's New at the Military Collectibles Shop. This week has been another busy week. After we shot our last episode, the store was kind of inundated with stuff, which is great. We love when people bring stuff in. It's why we're here. It makes every day like Christmas. So we got a bunch of different stuff. So we'll just kind of burn through some of it and share it with you. I don't know if you want to pick an end.
All right, let's start over here. We got a grouping, World War II grouping, including a Ike jacket, hat, pictures, his medal, and look at the handsome devil he is.
Everybody always looked good back then. I don't know what happened to us now.
But what he brought back was, maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was his...
Yeah, he was in Europe.
Oh, he was in Europe, so I don't know where he would have got this samurai sword from. But it's a matching NCO sword. And, don't know where he got it from. But...
maybe a brother, maybe a poker game. You never know. He was with the Signal Corps. Sometimes several groups of engineers you'll find fought on both theaters. Because after the invasion of Normandy, a lot of the engineers, they moved right over to start training for the invasion of Japan.
And there was a war club in there, too. Looks kind of like a baseball hat with a helmet on.
I'm glad you went there.
All right, then we have a round for a Japanese knee mortar. This didn't come with this. It did come with this
stuff. It did come with that stuff, yeah.
Wow. Must have got lost somewhere. Took all this stuff up.
The Japanese knee mortars were a small portable mortar launcher tube that had a base plate that some people mistakenly thought you could launch from your leg because it kind of curved around, when actually the idea of the base plate was to dig it into the dirt and adjust your angle of fire. So several people broke their legs trying to actually fire them as they thought they would be fired. I believe the Japanese person who invented it was named Knee. Or he could have been one of the Knights of Knee.
And we got a late war Japanese bayonet. Nice one. The scabbard's in really good condition. It came from this bayonet collection.
Other collection. We got a set of double buckle boots. U.S. double buckle boots. These boots were made for walking, but don't do that anymore because you'll crack the soles. And then we won't take them back. But these are great for display. Interesting design. Collectors love them. They're hard to find because guys wore boots after the war. A lot of times you'll find these boot tops that were cut off after the war.
We got a couple of K98 bayonets. One of them is matching, one of them isn't. But they seem to be in nice shape. And this one's got the frog.
Bayonets are always nice to find. Got a couple dress bayonets, the Army Parade version and the Fireman's version. Both nice. Generally you find these in nice shape because they didn't do anything with them. But always nice to find. Sometimes these are engraved. If you ever go to a show and you see a bunch of these laying out, always pull them out of the scabbards just to see if they're engraved, because the engraved ones are worth quite a bit more, and it's always worth a look.
We got a Italian folding bayonet. Not sure that it's meant to go in your pocket, but I think
that's so that you keep it on the rifle at the ready. We got a nice early SA dagger in a vertical hanger, which is a little unusual. It's actually a ground Rome. It was an Eichhorn, but the engraving was buffed out in accordance with the regulations. Again, always good if you see an SA dagger. Always good to pull them out of the scabbards and see if there's actually anything on the backs of them. I missed one personally where I walked past it. The next guy picked it up, pulled it out, and it was actually a Rome. And I went, so learn from my mistakes.
All right. Why don't you show them the collection you got at a flea market?
Oh yeah, this was nice. Got up and went to a really small flea market, probably 50 tables. It was $1 to get in, and a guy recognized me and he had me come over to his table and he said, "Oh, I got some German stuff." He said, "Can you tell me if I'm priced okay on it, or if I'm crazy?" So he had. In the bag, he had 2 German overseas hats, German infantry shoulder board, a little bitty Japanese flag, and a German M43 hat. And he had everything priced at $100. So I told him, yes, he was crazy, and I gave him a lot more money for what he had. So honesty is the best policy, and now he will be a picker for us for life.
Okay, and we got this police combat helmet. The liner is gone, but it's still got the bands. But still, interesting helmet.
Yeah, nice early one. Borderless decals. And an Austrian double decal transitional helmet. The World War I Austrian helmet that was reworked by the Germans with the German-style liner. You can still see the Austrian-style lugs where they had their chin strap attached. And then double decaled with both the National and the Eagle decal. So these are nice to find. You know, a lot of times people find the Model 18 helmets with the Eagle decal and they think they're early helmets, and actually generally those are later helmets, because the early helmets, you know, the ones kind of right after the Weimar era, you're going to find with the tricolor on. So that's what you want to see. So a nice early double decal, and kind of unusual being an Austrian helmet. Okay, so that was a batch that came in. So thanks for joining us for this edition of What's New at the Military Collectible Shop. Until we see you next time, I'm Jerry.
And I'm Mark.
And we are the Military Collectibles Shop. Visit us online at www.militarycollectorshq.com.